So, did you get a vague letter from the Pinelands Commission saying that your certificate of filing might expire? You're not sure what it means or what you're supposed to do about it? Well, trust me, you're not alone. We've been hearing from clients all over South Jersey about the same very confusing letter. In this video, we'll try and explain what the letter really means, how the three-step approval process works, and what to do right now to avoid starting over. Hey there, I'm Doug Rulin from RMA. We've helped hundreds of projects across the Pinelands area, from warehouses to industrial sites to mining operations to commercial builds. And lately, we've been getting one question over and over. What am I supposed to do about this expiration notice? So let's walk through what's happening. If your certificate of filing was issued after January 1st, 2004, it now expires 5 years after the original issuance date, unless you've submitted a valid local or county approval back to the Pinelands Commission. That could be a township building permit, a planning board approval, or even some type of county permit. If you haven't submitted one of these by the 5-year mark, well, your certificate of filing may become considered expired. And that could mean starting over. New application, new fees, and possibly new requirements. The letter also includes a checklist asking you to send in any permits you've received. This sounds pretty simple, but it can get a bit tricky. Let's talk real quickly about the three-step Pinelands application and approval process. Step 1 is your certificate of filing from the Pinelands Commission. This is your entry ticket. It confirms that your project is under Pinelands review, but it's not a green light to go ahead and build. Step 2 is your local or county approval. Once you've got that certificate of filing from the Pinelands, you need to get your local permit, like a planning board or septic approval, and then send it back to the Pinelands Commission. The third and last step is the final review, or commonly called a no call-up. The Commission checks your local permit to make sure that it matches your certificate. If it does, they'll issue a final clearance, sometimes called a no call-up. That's your actual go-ahead to proceed. So what's the problem with all this? Well, not all approvals come from your township or county. Some projects, particularly industrial or infrastructure-heavy ones, also require permits from the DEP. And here's the kicker. The Pinelands Commission doesn't treat NJDEP permits the same way as local or county approvals. They don't always issue that final no call-up after a DEP approval, which means even if you've done everything right, you could be left in limbo. So why does this matter? Well, if your certificate of filing expires, you can't get new permits based upon it, you may have to restart the whole process, and you may lose protection if your project is challenged later on. Bottom line, an expired certificate of filing creates uncertainty, and uncertainty can kill timelines, budgets, and your plans. And that's where we come in. This is what we do every day. We help clients figure out where they stand in the process, identify what approvals they've got and what's still missing, communicate with the Pinelands Commission before time runs out, prepare new filings on your behalf if and when needed quickly and accurately, and keep your projects on track and out of this regulatory limbo. So what should you do next? First, check the date on your certificate of filing and on the letter you recently received from the Pinelands Commission. If your certificate is 4 years old or more, then you might be in the danger zone. If that's the case, don't wait until your certificate of filing expires. The Commission needs time to review, and the clock is already ticking. Gather any approvals, local, county, or DEP. And lastly, reach out to us here at RMA for help. Even if you just want a quick checkup, we'll let you know where things stand and how fast you need to act.